Ncaa sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Brennan. And his first pass is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brennan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They hand off to their big tight end. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw again, Brennan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again, Brennan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him point.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
26-yard line.
Here's Brown on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hamilton. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Brown throwing the out route incomplete. It's Webb, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Brown, and that'll be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brown being chased out left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Brown now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now an option play on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The 20-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Brown. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return is Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Season 12021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st and 10, Brennan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun. Brown. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Brown throwing on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brown. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Brown. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not much there, only a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
NCAA College Football Season 1 2021 Week 7 matchup coming up next. Florida Gators 4-4 USC Trojans 7-1.
To throw on 2nd down, Brennan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Brennan. And finding his target, Pettigrew. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brown. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Number 30. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Brown. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to the air on second down. Brennan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Brennan throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Brennan, and he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, Brennan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This will be caught at about the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun.
Week 9 Michigan State Spartans 7 Oklahoma Sooners 3-3 final.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Brennan. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, Vic Fangio going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we
Week
talk about
9
finding these
Nebraska
soft spots
Cornhuskers 3-5
defensively. How do you
Clemson
make sure they
Tigers
don't find the
3-7
soft spot
final.
like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Brown on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Brown. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Brown throwing on 3rd and long. Fights off the defender, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Brown now throwing on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pick.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brennan firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 2nd down. Brennan over the middle. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brennan. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Brown back to the air on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 3rd down. Brown, and he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ncaa makes the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.